This museum is the home of heroes and the repository of over 20,000 artifacts, including 90 pieces of fire apparatus. Each of these amazing artifacts has a tale to be told and a secret to be revealed. Join us as we recount the courage, valor, and dedication of New York's bravest through these incredible objects. Connect with the past as we examine the mysteries at the FASNY Museum of Firefighting. What is the connection between George H.W. and Barbara Bush and this 1929 Seagrave aerial ladder in the FASNY Museum of Firefighting? 1929, Rye, New York. Firefighters say goodbye to an old 1916 Bulldog Mack City service truck and say hello to a 1929 Seagrave aerial ladder 25DX, nicknamed Old Faithful. One feature of this truck is a traditional life-saving machine, also known as a life net. This life net was used only for drills in over 55 years. It's a good thing it was used only for drills, as historically most people who jumped, even from only 2 stories up, would miss or fall through the net. It was a jump that often resulted in death. This massive truck was the first aerial ladder manufactured by Seagrave, with a doubled side-by-side bed of ground ladders. The 13 ground ladders total 300 feet and range from a small 14-foot folding ladder used inside houses and attics to a 50-foot 2-section extension ladder with stabilizing poles. The aerial ladder of this truck is built in 2 sections totaling 75 feet. The side rails are made out of single pieces of straight-grained wood with no knots. A fixed ladder pipe is mounted on the underside of the bed ladder. A unique feature to this apparatus is that the aerial ladder must be hand-cranked down after use. This is a very simple system and is faster than the modern hydraulic ladders. The 2 cranks on the side of the ladder extend the fly section. When starting the 6-cylinder engine of this truck, you could either use the electric starter or the hand crank starter. The gas tank of this truck is actually located under the seat. The steering wheel is mounted on the right side, and the gas pedals are in the middle, as this was a common way to build fire trucks during the early 1900s. There are 2 plungers on the floor of the cab that operate the siren. Old Faithful's first fire was in January 1934 at the Hicks Mansion, and her last fire was in 1965 at the Blind Brook Lodge. In between these years, she fought fires at the Playland Amusement Park, the American Yacht Club, the Rye Playhouse, and other Rye landmarks. One person who was intimately familiar with all of these famous landmarks was Barbara Pierce. Barbara Pierce was born and raised in Rye, New York. Barbara was known around Rye as a fun and witty girl. While attending a dance at Phillips Academy in Massachusetts at the young age of 16, she met George H.W. Bush, the man of her dreams. The two fell madly in love. George and Barbara maintained a long-distance romance through George's years in the U.S. Navy. Finally, on January 6, 1945, George H.W. Bush and Barbara Pierce were married at the Appawamis Club. This fire truck responded to a fire at this very same location in 1938. If it wasn't for this amazing fire truck and the brave firefighters of the Rye Fire Department, George and Barbara Bush may have never been married at their dream wedding location, the Appawamis Club, as it might have burned to the ground. Thus, the love story of George and Barbara Bush and this 1929 Seagrave fire truck will be intertwined for eternity.